Hello, Gemini. It's me, your girl, the Kinky Witch. How are we doing today? Gemini, I'm coming through with your February Midheaven career and money reading. All right. So we're looking at your career, your professional sector, how you make your money, the energies and guidance from the divine around that. Gemini, please like, comment, share. Please get this message out there on the algorithm so the people that need to hear it receive this, right? Subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe to your fellow Geminis. Yes? Yes, yes, yes. All right. Also, you could follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I am the Kinky Witch underscore tease. All right. My handle is the same across the platforms and it will always be so. All right. Okay. Just a heads up, I don't give personal readings, so nobody will ever contact you and say they're me and they want to give you a personal reading, okay? I am not in that space in my life. So, BT dubs. All right. So, Divine Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I ask that you allow me to see and say all that I must. What is your message for Gemini for their career? Gemini, I have prior videos that you can go back and look at that talks all about your midheaven, the 10th house, as well as a video showing you how to find and establish your own birth chart, okay? So go back, check those out. I also have other channeled videos that are on there and something that I'm also working on. So I'm gonna have that soon, but check it out. All right, now let's see, Spirit. They're talking. So this is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, but I'm using it as an oracle. Yes. Okay. So that's how I'll be using it as an oracle. Okay. So we have a lot of oracles, so I don't think we're going to have a lot of tarot with this. All right, guys, just so you're aware, because there's not going to be enough space on the board. You have the 5 of air. Wearing a mask, Gemini. The 5 of air, wearing a mask. Right? I feel like in your career, in your professional sector, in your sector where, you have like a platform, you're something. You're doing something. You're out there. You're wearing a mask, right? And it hurts you to wear this mask because if you take a look, she's crying. And the mask that she's wearing, that's who she really is inside. So, as much as it's a mask, that's truly who you are. So, admit to yourself who you are, Gemini, is what I'm getting from you here. Admit to yourself who you are. We have the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Air. And it's like you sacrifice yourself, Gemini, for others. You sacrifice yourself for the greater good because you understand it's the greater good. Right? So, what are you going to get yourself into February, Gemini? Right? Because is it worth it, whatever this is? This looks so crooked to me, but that's because I think break, I had to adjust the cameras. So I feel like you're wearing a mask to kind of appease others. But there's this this discomfort with this mask. This mask is 5 of air, because you want to wear your face permanently. I feel like this face is the mask. This is your real face, and you're like, anytime you have to wear your mask, right? You're not happy. And I get the sense here that you're doing this for other people. So are you like dark, you over here hiding your light. You're hiding your light. You need to stop, Gemini. All right? Because you have an opportunity coming in February that this is being gifted to you. This is being presented to you. Dragons. This is the Ace of Fire. Dragons, very territorial, very protective over their horde. So for a dragon to be gifting you something in April, that's a very big accomplishment I'm getting for you. Okay? So you kind of need, the message I'm getting here, Gemini, already is you kind of need to get out of your head, because we ain't got time for that. We don't have the time for that. Right? Yeah, because you're so smart, the crone. You're hiding yourself, you're dimming your light, and there's an opportunity coming in February where it's like, no, you can't no longer do that. I'm sorry. I can no longer. Ooh, let me fix that. Okay. I can no longer give you what you want because that does not align with me. That's not who I am. And I can't sacrifice myself anymore. This opportunity that's coming in is opening you up to be very successful in February. All right? Yes. 10 of Waters. This is fulfillment coming through. This is a fulfillment. Like, so something is being fulfilled in February because you are taking off the mask and being your true self. Okay? You're done sacrificing yourself, because this brings in a wish that you have been asking for, right? And this comes with great wisdom. Yet again, 2 10s coming out for you back to back, right? So this would be within the major arcana, right? This great wisdom. You did the work. You did the work to receive it. You know, Gemini, I kind of feel like you're going to have to operate outside of your air in February. You're going to have to operate outside of your air, right? This is a wand coming in. This is an opportunity. This is fire. This is an opportunity you've been asking for. This is an opportunity that will allow you to build. This is an opportunity that is protected. Right? And you don't have to feel like there's this phrase that it's and you know what, maybe because it shouldn't be in your lexicon. It should not be in your list of words that you use. So I'm gonna describe it the best as I can, Gemini. It's like you feel like you're a fraud, but you actually know what you're doing, is what the crone is saying to me, right? And I know there's a term for that. So if you're watching this and you know that term, put it in the, but it's like you know what you're doing. But because like maybe you don't have validation on the work that you've done, or you don't feel like, okay, I just feel like I'm a fraud. I'm just I'm faking it till I make it. So at some point I must know what I'm doing, right? But you're wise and you already have this knowledge. So Believe in yourself is what I'm getting here with the crone, because you already have this in you. That's why, right, this discomfort is you're putting on your true face. You're taking off this mask, right? You have ancestral help coming in, right? You have your spirit guides coming in. You know what I mean? So you're being guided, Gemini, this month, by spirit, by your ancestors, by your guides. Like you've been doing the work and you've recognized that this can't continue. And you're getting a gift in February. Gemini spirit. Let's clarify this for Gemini. Let us clarify this for Gemini. 5 of air, right? What is that mask? What does that mean right now? Guys, if you can hear the doors being slammed, sorry, that's my neighbor. I can't help it. Some people are just impolite. All right. 5 of air. 5 of air, spirit. Yes, it's 5 of wands, conflict, right? It's like you're putting on a face to get on. It's like you're getting along to get on, right? You're King of Wands, yes. There's someone, because it's King of Wands, right? Sorry, I didn't show you the cards. It might be, but right, 5 of Wands, conflict. So you're wearing this mask to kind of get along, right? You're not, I feel like I'm getting the feeling you're only trying to rock the boat. That's why your true face isn't on, because you are a boat rocker, right? You engage in dialogue, you engage in conversation, and yeah, not everybody's going to be happy about it, but you're not doing that because you want to cause conflict and strife, but some people take it like that, right? King of Wands is coming out to say to you that this is changing within you, right? This is changing within you. Decisions have to be made. Like I'm getting this energy that it's like, yo, it's time to shit or get off the pot. Let's go. There's things we need to do. Gemini, in February. You're walking into the month of February very like self-assured and ready to go, ready to do the work, laying your foundations, building something, right? King of Wands is an entrepreneur. He's somebody who builds. So you're walking into February, getting ready to build something for your own. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune, another 10. Tens are going to be very significant for you, right? Coming out to clarify this 8 of air, right? Talk about like bounding yourself, sacrificing yourself for others, right? When you look at the 8 of Wands traditionally, right? It's like you're really not tied up. You're doing that. You're kind of sacrificing yourself and recognizing that as you have the means to bind yourself to people, you also have the means to release that bind, right? The Wheel of Fortune is turning, so something is changing in this relationship, in this narrative, whatever it is. Something is changing for you here, Gemini, where you're no longer holding yourself back. Yeah, 3 of Wands. Opportunity has come through the door in February. You're going to get an opportunity in February. Could be an offer. Current job, new job, side job, right? It's an offer to do something new, something else, something additional, right? What did I say? The dragon himself is giving you this ace, right? This is being spiritually led and spiritually guided to you at this time, Gemini, right? So that is why there is no room for doubt. It's an instinctual knowing in the month of February when this opportunity comes in. You're like, I'm taking it. This is it, right? Yes. 4 of Wands, you're like, I'm taking it. I know what this is. I know what this is. This is it. You're bossing up on that, right? You don't care. You're bossing up. You no longer care. You're putting your true face on. You're getting stuff done. And when this offer comes in, you take it because you recognize it for what it was. And this is a cause for celebration because this is building a foundation for you, a foundation that you're going to be very happy with, a foundation that you have put together, your own influence, your own cunning, right? Gemini, right? So you're gaining something in your career in February. Look at that. The crone. What did I say? I said imposter syndrome, right? The fool. Yes, there can definitely be a bit of imposter syndrome here at play. But Spirit is saying, understand you have the knowledge on this. You think you don't, but Spirit's like you do. Because you're going into this position as the crone. This may be a new start for you. So you may have a little bit of, like, you know, like you stop and go. But you're on this journey. You're off. Once you took this, once you said yes, you're off. So you will feel a little bit of imposter syndrome, but understand that you have the ability, you have the knowledge, you have the skill set to do what it is that you're walking into in February. So give yourself grace. This is a new thing. Give yourself grace. If you got to sit and learn the moves and the players, give yourself grace. This is what Spirit's guidance to you is. Yes, King of Pentacles, this is money moves. So this is a promotion. This is a bigger job opportunity. This is a second endeavor, a second venture. This is a new venture, right? Whatever this is bringing you into the energetic status of the King of Pentacles. Someone who is skilled at making and growing and building things. You have both of my power kings here. These are my power kings, okay? This is the energy, Gemini, with your twin self. You're coming in. You're invoking, right, your divine masculine in February in a very seamless way, right? The king, you're using your King of Wands energy to say, nope. It's like you start make those decisions and everything moves faster. Now the wheel flips because you flipped. You understand, you recognize the power you have, right? The fool may feel like he's an imposter playing a game, but he's a king. You're the crone. You have this innate knowledge. You have this knowledge. You learned this. You learned this, right? So then, you know, we have the Eight of Wands coming in, Gemini, to say this is coming in very fast. This emotional fulfillment, y'all. You're like, oh, I can breathe. It's like you can breathe. It's coming in fast. It's swift. It's like with the flick of a switch. It's you go from one thing to the other. What did I say? It's like the flick of the switch. You go from one thing to the other. You manifested this, right? And you manipulated this into being. I'm going to call this for what it is. I'm not getting this as bad at all, right? Yes, the devil may talk about, you know, living in that negative energy. Look at the color scheme of the magician and the devil, right? This is magic. This is you manipulated this. This is that like manifestation. You manifested this in your life, right? You manifested this in. You wanted this happiness. You wanted this fulfillment. And it's like once you make that mindset shift over here, the things that you set in motion, the things that you put in play, once you shift your mindset, February, it's a whole new ball game, right? Wisdom, Ace of Swords, right? It's like you completed a cycle and now you're on to a new learning cycle, right? because we're always a crone. We're always in learning. Two of Wands. Yes, a choice is coming in for you very clearly in February. A choice is coming in. An offer is coming to you. This is why I said it could be a new job offer, a promotion, a new position, right? Same company, different company. Also, right, if it's not like a regular 9 to 5, this is a new project, a new contract to do something, an additional contract to do something, right? People wanting to work with you, having multiple opportunities to pick from, two solid opportunities to pick from if we're being clear and honest, right? But you see, look at this. It's like Spirit's like, oh, look at the feather. I'm like, oh, you're signing on the dotted line. You're signing on the dotted line in February. Yup. 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 Bottom of the deck looks good too, guys. Yup. So, Gemini, it looks like you're having a mindset shift, right? The last couple months going into February, right? The end of 2023, all of January was like a mindset shift. And you're walking into February more empowered, more assured, knowing this is what you stand for, this is what you don't, and knowing what you deserve and calling it in. And with that shift, with that mindset shift, right? You call in exactly what you need for yourself. And it's not a bad thing. Oh, Spirit, just give me, okay. Gemini, of course, the twins get 2. Perception. It's a 35 that breaks down to 8. We're in an 8 year. So 8s are significant wherever we see them, right? 8 of Wands, significant, right? 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, but whatever it is, you set this off 8, right? So 8 days ago, 8 weeks ago, 8 months ago, you set this off. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good heart deep look at it. Right? That's the manipulation. You now understand that what your perceptions are what you believe to be true. So you're shifting what your truths are, right? Your understanding of something is shifted. Your mindset is shifting. Your perception of things are shifting to support the reality that you're calling in for yourself, right? Belief, master number 11, that breaks down to 2, right? The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and the strong connection to source, right? The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Let's talk about master number 11 and number 2, right? Master number 11 are the pillars, the portals too, right? Your beliefs, the things that allow you to be connected to spirit, to believe in the magic that is you, to believe in your connection to the universe. When we talk about numerology and we talk about bringing numbers to its most common denominator, right, or its smallest factor, I may be saying those wrongs, but you add it up to the smallest factor, right? 1 plus 1 is 2. And it's that belief that 1 plus 1 is 2. When you bring 2 things together, when you bring 2 individual things together, you multiply opportunities, right? So 2 talks about multiplying, the ability to create, the ability to have a partner to work with. You're working and we're co-creating with spirit all the time. What is your belief? How do you believe the Hierophant? Right? That's why I didn't get a bad feeling from the devil and magician energy combination. In fact, it gave me like this is somebody coupled with the Hierophant. This is somebody, Gemini, who's been praying and using the power of prayer to change their perception of life, to change their beliefs in lives, working with spirit and their energies and their angels and their ancestor. This is someone who's been working the energy, manipulating the energy, changing the energy, going into your perception of life, going into like finding your mindset, changing your beliefs to build the life you want to live. So change your perception, change your beliefs, Gemini, right? Because the life you want, you will have and you can have. Understand that you know how to get it. Take the mask off and just be you. Spirit is saying there's no need to worry, Gemini, right? There's no need to worry. In order to do this, you need to communicate clearly. Clear and honest communication. Dropping the mask. Be like clear. People can't say they don't know. You're like, I communicated very, very clearly what I wanted, what my expectations were. Okay. Who I was, what I stood for. I communicated that very clearly. Thank you. And let it go. We no longer hold on to things that don't align with us. We let that go. We are letting people, places, things go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay? So, Gemini, you're moving into February with a new mindset, and that mindset is going to trigger an offer. This is for you. Don't be afraid. Let go of the self-limiting beliefs. Let go of the past. Spirit says, don't worry. You got this because this was divinely guided to you. All right? Stay in your prayers. Stay in meditation. Asheo.